Warning. Pregnant women, the elderly, and children under 16 should avoid prolonged exposure to Dirt Diggler. Dirt Diggler may suddenly accelerate to dangerous speeds. Dirt Diggler has high gluten content and is not kosher, halal, or vegan safe. Do not ingest Dirt Diggler, as Dirt Diggler is for external use only. Discontinue listening to Dirt Diggler if any of the following occurs: itching, vertigo, dizziness, discoloration of urine, tingling in extremities, loss of balance or coordination, slurred speech, temporary blindness, profuse sweating, heart palpitations, increased use of profanity. If listening to Dirt Diggler gives you an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, you're welcome. Listening to Dirt Diggler may lead to unplanned pregnancies. If Dirt Diggler begins to smoke, get away immediately. Seek shelter and cover head. Dirt Diggler may stick to certain types of skin. When not in use, Dirt Diggler should be returned to a special container and kept under refrigeration. The ingredients of Dirt Diggler include, but are not limited to, a glowing substance which fell to the earth, presumably from outer space, and bad memories. Do not taunt Dirt Diggler. Dirt Diggler does not come with a lifetime guarantee. Dirt Diggler. Enjoy the show.
Extra heat.
Rock this.
All right, so hey, week 1 special, Dirt Diggler Shitty Sports Show. I got with me, of course, Gianni in LA, and of course my co-host Kenny the Dork.
What up? Unapologetically New England in the house, even if we lost.
Right. So last week there was a problem. Today we're going to try to actually cover the Washington Philly game. We're 3 minutes in roughly. We had a tough time getting everything set up, but
we missed a touchdown.
We missed an Eagles touchdown to Nelson Aguilar. Wait, no, yeah, Nelson Aguilar. Like what?
Yeah,
but yeah, no shit. So
season's underway.
Season is officially underway, and all is good in football land. So
for you,
yeah, right. So
it's still good for me because the Patriots are still going to win the AFC East. They could do that at 7-9.
Yeah, at this point because you have 2 teams taken. So
and
before we get too
well, I guess we still got bragging rights, so that's I will take that.
Oh, y'all, I gotta grab some pizza. Y'all want to talk about this Patriots game that happened?
Hey, look, you guys were looking really good. You know, like almost elite level, but losing Barry for the season, that's going to be tough to overcome.
That is. It's that hurt my feelings, and
yeah, but you do have a valuable tiebreaker going down the stretch. I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
it could come into play.
That is yes. And the most okayest quarterback in the league actually showed up. It was really amazing.
He did. He looked a lot different. He was not okay. He was really good. He threw for 368 yards, which is 100 more than Tom Brady had.
Yeah, I think that he was probably scared of my shitty hot take. I think that he was thinking that like Kaepernick might come back and be like, "Hey, I want my job."
Yeah, well, and not only that, but Dirt was saying, you know, they unshackled him.
Yeah, they actually did.
Yeah,
they went back to his college days and figured out what worked, and surprisingly enough, that worked as a pro too.
Well, yeah, but like Gianni has an excellent point there. That the pressure on him to succeed right now with Mahomes waiting in the wings, you know.
Yeah.
I
think that he's at a point now, especially at this point in his career, a little bit later in that
take it out of the box. Okay.
He knew that he had to show up. He had to do something. They put a lot of money and a lot of time into him, so he had to do something.
Yeah, he had.
I really think it was more of a schematic thing than it was the pressure of him, because there was pressure on him when Kaepernick was in the wings and San Fran.
Yeah.
They just never let him play.
Yeah, this is true.
It really did seem like they... cousin strip, fumble. Holy shit. And recovery by the Eagles.
Wow.
Eagles are taking him to the woodshed right now. But back to... They didn't play to his strengths.
Go.
You know, the coaches tried to take him, and because he's smart, they kept trying to fit him into a system that he wasn't actually built for.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, you'll do that with a smart quarterback, but it makes him uncomfortable, and he checks down.
And let's face it, Kareem Hunt was an excellent swap in at running back.
Yeah.
He had a hell of a debut. And also, it didn't hurt the Chiefs' cause that Josh McDaniels will conveniently forget to run the ball. You know, because even though Rex Burkhead was looking effective, you know, Gillislee might not have been doing as well. And let's just throw it 95% of the time because, you know, that might not hurt us or anything.
Well, there's that.
That was me sighing in disgust.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no. Well, I that was me like laughing at all of the Tom Brady memes because I personally enjoyed
Oh,
those.
the memes
Those
are
were
great.
awesome.
The memes exploded after that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, my body hit a wall, and I went to sleep at halftime. So when I woke up in the morning,
There was garbage time
I was
touchdowns.
still groggy, and I looked, and I thought that the Patriots had blew out the Chiefs. But then I look at it again. I'm like, wait, the Chiefs won that game? And Alex Smith played his mind out? What the hell did I miss? But apparently, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
was a good back and forth contest until Hightower left the game,
It was.
and then they started picking on Cassius Marsh, which is a smart thing to do.
It's about mismatches. Mm-hmm. The
Oh,
linebacker
boy.
couldn't keep up with the running back. Running back made you pay in the air a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I of course love my Chiefs, but I know who my Chiefs are. It's like you love your kid, but you understand who your kid is. So I know that at some point that this is gonna go awry because it's the Chiefs. Now if they keep doing this for a couple of years, I'll have some faith in them. But I know my Chiefs. Do you think that had anything to do with like something with teams getting their rings? Like they tend to lose those games a lot. Do you think it had anything to do with that? Do you think they were just sort of like half
I think
asleep?
they were more focused on spiting Goodell than actually playing the game.
Maybe.
I also think that losing Edelman was a bigger blow than folks anticipated.
Yeah, because Brady looked out of sync for
He
most
did.
of it.
He looked out
Yeah.
of sorts.
Well, and then that Amendola left with a concussion too, and that really
That's the
hampered
number
him.
1 and 2 right there.
Yeah, and then plus what your number 3 is now on IR, Malcolm Mitchell.
Oh, God. All right, so listeners, listen. We're over here sucking down Little Caesars pizza and beer because I haven't eaten in like more than 24 hours. I'm dying here.
Your blood sugar is low.
So I'm over here shotgunning beer and pizza. Like, yeah, what's up?
Hi.
I mean, I'm shotgunning this stuff, but I mean, yeah, the game on Thursday was interesting. The parts that I saw, I expected a different outcome. Not gonna lie, I thought I was buying into the hype that the Patriots were unstoppable, and they really might still be. We don't know.
Yeah, they
these
just need a
injuries-
little. They got 10 days to figure out the problems.
Yeah, they do. So, anyway, it's a good win from Kansas City to win in Foxborough. That's tough to do.
Yeah, it is.
Alex
Yes.
Smith, if you have this Alex Smith all year long, there's really no one that's going to stop you in the AFC. I don't know. I mean, that was just a good game.
That was a clinic.
The loss of Barry is huge.
Yeah.
I can't say
Yeah,
that enough.
that's going to be major.
Because y'all
That's
fell
going to
apart
be
last
very
time he went
major.
down. The Chiefs fell apart last time Barry went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that might.
Well, and I think
No, go ahead.
he's also their emotional leader too.
Yes,
so
he is.
you
Yeah.
know
I
that's
mean, until he
and
went
sometimes
down-
that means as much, if not more, as the actual play on the field.
Yeah.
Right. We shall see, though.
I mean,
And
until
this-
he went down, I was thinking 12-4 or 13-3. Now I'm thinking 11-5 at a ceiling.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
Well,
No. Speaking of not bad, Little Caesars.
Dude, what's up with Nelson Aguilar? Who's this Nelson Aguilar guy catching the football? And what I know sucks. Who's this
Who are
guy?
you and what have you done with him?
Right? Nelson Aguilar just picked up the first down.
Huh?
Like, really? Oh, wow. Jeffrey's putting,
Putting a
Nope.
clinic on Josh Norman.
yeah, he put Norman on skates.
By the way, that new Josh Norman commercial is
That
absolute.
new Josh Norman commercial is the best. I would never talk trash about Des Bryant.
You literally just tweeted.
I'm better than Des Bryant. What?
Ooh.
That was funny, though.
Yeah.
That was good.
And Deke Cleater.
Oh, man. So, just a quick word from one of our fake sponsors. This broadcast is brought to you by Silver Metal Condoms. Why don't you come in second for a change? Why don't you finish? That's their motto, right? Just finish second for a change.
Right. Shout out to all the ladies.
Shout out to all the ladies out there. So, are they playing in LA yet?
Oh,
That's a fumble!
they
backwards
play
pass, the
the
ball is
Chargers
That's a
play
fumble,
tomorrow.
dumbasses!
And Washington recovers.
Oh, damn it. Troy Smith, you should have jumped on that.
I don't think he realized it was a backwards pass until it was too late.
It was a bad backward pass.
It was too high.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, Troy Smith's over here gingerly, like, you play through the fucking whistle, dude. Whatever.
A live broadcast where you're just emotionally invested in the game.
For once.
It's
rare.
This is going to be ratings gold.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm working with a bunch of these Washington fans, and there's some good folks, man. There's some good folks, but like the gentleman we saw in Little Caesars, some of them are chromosome shy.
A little bit.
Yeah. This pizza's pretty good, man.
Yeah, and like you were talking about Patriots fans and the surprising admission I made during the week. I don't like being in public with other Patriot fans.
They're insufferable for the most part.
No.
Like, I made the statement on Facebook that Patriots fans are like the new Cowboys fans. Like, they're super fair weather. Like, if the Patriots are winning game by 40 points, it's a fucking loss. That doesn't make any sense.
And you know what this reminds me of? Is, you remember how the crickets were in the stadium on Thursday night, Gianni? You know how quiet it was toward the end of the game?
It was very
the
quiet.
game where Miami unveiled the Wildcat.
Oh, when they get their asses handed to them?
Yeah, and then as the Patriots are leaving the field, the fans boo them.
Fucking boo!
For what?
How many Super Bowls were there at the time? There was
They were three.
Three in the house. And you guys
Yeah,
were
Brady's gone for the year at this point. So,
But they're kind of like Philly fans, because Philly fans boo at everything. They booed Donovan McNabb for years.
Philly booed Santa Claus.
But that's what Philly does. We boo. Like, we're known for booing people and things. Like, if we didn't boo, like, what's going on in Philly?
Yeah, but 75% of the Patriot fan base is used to winning. They don't know what a losing season is. We haven't had one since 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
And most of these, fans now, like the young adult fans, were children when Brady won the Super Bowl the first time.
Yeah.
And so it's a sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much. It's like the Lakers losing.
Older fans like myself
They don't know how
remember
to.
the Rod Russ, Dick McPherson, winning 19 games in 5 years.
The bad old days.
The bad old days.
Speaking of bad old days, Goodell. Man, he can't do shit, can he? He suspended Zeke, regardless, right? Just to do it.
No.
And apparently Zeke took him to court, and there's a stay on his suspension. Balls up, hold on. Oh, he dropped it because he has concrete blocks for hands. You sucked real prior. Welcome to the NFC East, buddy. But
there's the flag.
oh yeah, probably on holding on the offense. They had Brandon Graham locked up. He had a sack. But
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Hold on, let's call it before I continue with this diatribe. Told you, tight end.
Jordan Reed.
Told you, he couldn't handle Graham. Graham's super strong.
The pride of New London High School got called for holding.
Yeah, right. But look, look, right here.
Yeah.
See the hole?
Oh, yeah.
Because Graham is gonna run right through him.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you suspend Zeke against the, I guess, the will of the investigator.
The better advice.
The better advice of the investigator.
Yeah.
You take it to an arbitrator who's paid by the NFL, but it's supposed to be impartial. He upholds the suspension, and Zeke's lawyer does do what they do, and now they're taking the NFL to court to where the judge has already said the case was inherently unfair.
Yeah.
Like it was unfair anyway. So, and I have to agree. Like Goodell was going to suspend that guy regardless.
It's the same thing with Tom Brady 2 years ago.
It actually is.
It is.
Now the question is, like Tom Brady 2 years ago,
Is the federal court, is the district court going to find that, say, I don't know, the commissioner has the power to do that under the CBA, or are they going to finally look at the fact that, you know what, this is a flawed process, and maybe, force some change on it? But then, of course, you get to to the point where if this goes any further, we're going to have the Supreme Court unmaking the CBA. That's a tough thing to do. They don't want to set that kind of precedent.
Right. But at the same time, though, it is a really shitty labor agreement.
It is.
It is a terrible labor agreement for everyone involved. Goodell can't do what he needs to do, or do what he feels he needs to do. Not that he does a good job anyway. And the players feel like they're walking in eggshells. Either way.
Yeah,
Hence
and
my choice of apparel.
well, I mean, it seems like everything is really to feed Goodell's ego about the power that he has.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm lording all this over you, which is something that James Harrison sort of tried to expose as well.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree. It is more about Goodell's forcing his will than it is about anything else.
Overthrow.
He just has to
Yeah.
be in charge. And it's like, dude, you're the commissioner. And the owners, dumbasses, are going to re-up 5 more years of him.
Yeah.
So he's not the only one making bad decisions.
Well, no, the owners are making smart decisions because with him they're making money.
They're getting Uber money, but their product is seeing a decline.
Well, when they start losing money, that's when they'll look for a new commissioner.
Well, they got 5 years.
Well, their product is seeing a massive decline.
Yeah,
I just saw an
exactly.
article.
But I'm saying
I just
that's
saw
when
an
we can-
article.
Go for it, Gianni.
I was just saying that I saw an article that the ratings for Thursday were down 13%, which is pretty major,
Yeah.
especially for a premier game. Like that's major.
Yeah.
No, that's yeah. It's down from last year, which was down from the year prior. I mean, you got
So
the
why do
Yeah, go ahead.
we think this is though?
Well, you have the folks who are boycotting due to the Kaepernick debacle. You have folks who are
Right.
tired of seeing the commissioner totally fuck it up every time he gets a chance.
Yeah.
They're tired of being super saturated bullshit commercials. They're tired of refs not knowing what the fuck they're doing. They're tired of funding these owners in their stadiums where there's no benefit to the area. No one makes any money. They're tired of the NFL. The NFL has literally gotten too big for its riches, which I never thought I'd say that.
No, I never thought so either.
But the public they're rebelling against the NFL. They're taking there's some people who are so disenfranchised. They're just like they quit watching 3 years ago, and they're like, I love it because I can do shit on Sunday now. And it's the craziest shit because football at one point it's an institution still, but it's losing power.
Yeah,
and the injuries.
It's getting closer to losing that.
Yeah,
day
the
of week.
CTE is major too because I think a lot of people think about I would not let my kid out there.
Yeah, the
And
talent pool that
they're
you
not
once
doing
had.
anything to really. They're not doing anything to protect them, any further than they already have. It's still put my product out there, but not, protect my kid.
Well, that and you can't take their word for it when they do say they're doing something because they do shit like, take away funding from CTE research from the NIH.
Yeah, because they weren't publishing the results they wanted them to. You
Yeah.
can't dictate the results of the study.
They totally tried to though.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah, they keep kind of hiring the scientists that said cancer isn't caused by smoking.
Right.
Oh, anyway, a
Yeah,
nice
right.
little free-form discussion.
No. These are good discussions, man. I mean, why not? We were talking about CTE before.
Yeah.
We talked about how the NFL is losing power. We talked about Goodell abusing his power. We talked about how Ezekiel is a piece of shit because he still is. He just was treated super unfairly with respect to process.
Yes. I mean,
Well, yeah,
Zeke needs to grow the hell up.
Yeah, he will. We go ahead, Gianni.
Regardless of the worst criminal on the face of the planet, if we're going to say that we're a country of the free, and we have to give people due process, regardless.
I mean, we tried to. That's part of what our core values are for the nation is due process. And when you have a labor agreement as egregious as what the NFL has, that shit goes out the window. And folks are eventually going to come to a point to where they just, because it goes against the culture of the nation, so to speak, they're going to reject the league. Unless it changes how it's doing business.
The Browns are tied with the Steelers.
The Browns and the Steelers are tied 7-up. What the fuck?
Through one quarter, it should be 21-0.
Right?
Well, right. But here's the other thing. I wonder if, obviously, we had the whole Michael Bennett incident last week as well.
Dude.
And
yes.
that was really, really major,
That's
which
huge.
sort of gives credence to what Colin Kaepernick was saying.
Well, a lot of people already knew that there was credence to what he was saying. There's only a small, well, actually not a small, but there is a population of people who refuse to believe that
Right.
shit happens, and yet you have camera, footage of it happening.
Right.
Of it happening with the dude being completely compliant, and still folks are saying, well, we don't know what happened. Bullshit.
Or maybe if they didn't act the way he did.
What do you mean? Like just running away from gunshots? I'd run away from gunshots. Shit, I grew up in South Central LA. I still fucking run away from gunshots. I mean,
This
I
is
should
kind
be
of
used
what
to
you
it, right?
do.
That's kind of what you do. You don't hang out to go, hey, who's shooting over here? That's not
Right.
what you do.
Because we know that
I
we
wonder
know
what's going
that
on.
Yeah, bullets don't really have names on them. They
Decleated.
Yep. So Blount just got stuffed because he went sideways instead of forward, which he should never do. Watch this. Look at this shit. He's like, oh, I'm going to bounce to the outside. You're like slow as molasses in the wintertime. Don't bounce shit to the outside. Just run straight and drop your shoulder.
Use the form that scored you 18 touchdowns
Like,
last
seriously,
year.
you have 1 yard to get. 1 yard.
One.
Fucking dive, dude. Jump the pot. Who gives a shit?
And now the Eagles are punting again.
And now we're having another punt, so...
Snap is out. Kick
Yep.
is up.
Couldn't rough my punter, please? No?
No, that happened twice on Thursday, so...
Oh!
And there's a dog pile. It looks like the Eagles have
He
it.
fucking dropped the punt. Charlie Brown, you suck. Jameson Crowder.
Yeah.
You fucking suck, buddy.
We lost a lot of good yards at Crowder's muff.
Oh, yes. Crowder's muff cost Washington quite a bit.
Not as badly as Harper's
Oh, dude.
against the Broncos.
Speaking of Harper, that guy who got the cornrows, is that Bryce Harper?
The Washington Nationals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got cornrows, right?
He doesn't have cornrows right now.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah. Gianni, did you see that bullshit?
I'm like my game is a couple of seconds behind yours actually. So
No. The dude from the Nationals having cornrows put in. White dude plays
Oh
for the
God,
Nationals.
yes, that's
You
horrible.
saw that. It's Bryce Harper, right?
I think so.
You know what? I'm going to find
I'll have
it.
to
I
look
saw
at
Yeah,
that.
4 days ago. Bryce Harper, say it ain't flow. Bryce Harper has
This
cornrows.
motherfucker has cornrows, too.
At some point, like when Justin
traded his
Timberlake
long
tried to
locks
do
for
that
cornrows
and
while
it
he
didn't
was on
work,
the
they
disabled
should have
list.
known.
All right,
It should-
Wentz is in trouble. Coming back to the.
Oh, my God. Wentz is a fucking magician.
Yeah,
Wentz
that's
just
a 9
avoided
yarder.
2 sacks, had a dude slide off his leg, step to the right, sidearmed it to Zach Ertz on a comeback.
Yeah,
Crazy as shit. Like,
and he's now it's instead of it being like set. What?
look at that. Pass protection, Blount completely whiffed on pass protection.
That's why he's an Eagle now and not a Patriot.
Yeah, he sucks at pass protection, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Ertz worked long
Wow.
enough to get back open, and he
Well, you
helped
gotta
his
work back.
quarterback.
You see your quarterback in
Yeah, he
you
was
know.
he was like, go get me over here.
You
Yeah.
see your quarterback in trouble.
But
you
instead of
work
it being
back.
2nd and 17, now it's 2nd and 1.
It is now 2nd and...
Or 2nd 3, excuse me.
3, yeah.
But still, I mean, that kind of improvisation is what's going to do him well. Here's Blunt.
Yeah.
There's the blunt force trauma we remember right up the
Right?
middle.
Did he... Damn. So I'm not gonna lie. Look, watching this game, the Eagles look like a much better team from last year playing against Washington. Washington was taking them to the woodshed for the last several years. Kirk Cousins in particular.
Kurt.
Kirk.
Right, yeah. Back
Right.
to the Daniel Schneider thing.
Right. Kurt Cousins, because if your GM can't pronounce your name right, really, who are you?
We rehash jokes.
It's kind of one of those continuity things.
I know,
Like, you
yeah.
ever watch Archer?
Yeah.
Gianni, you ever watch Archer, the show?
No, I've not seen
You
that
gotta
one.
see this cartoon on
Phrasing.
adult. Phrasing. It's great. You gotta download it, watch it, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's continuity in the sense that his tattoos and scars carry over indefinitely.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
he'll use like his same. He'll use the same jokes to different effect.
Yeah, he'll use the same jokes to see if they stick. It's a pretty damn good show. So things that we covered last week that got all fucked up with the audio, right? We talked about how we're still growing with our listener base, and hopefully we recovered from last week's debacle to continue
I
to
hope
grow.
we don't lose listeners, man. That was an aberration.
You know, folks at work were wondering what the fuck happened. They're like, yo, there's no show this week. And I'm like, audio got all fucked up. We're going to call the game. And they're like, you're going to call the game? Like,
Yeah.
we're going to call the game, and we're going to embed what we covered last week into this week with some updates, right? So,
Yes.
boom. And Eagles are at the 14. Give the ball to Blount, who runs
Easy.
straight.
And then he
gets
gained about
upended.
7.
So, Sloan took the U.S. Open, yeah?
She did. I certainly would not have called that. I don't know that she would have actually called that. But
She beat Venus on the way
She
to it.
did beat Venus on the way. That's one
in a
of the beats I like.
three-setter.
Was that a changing of the guard in women's tennis?
It was straight sets, wasn't it?
No, it was a three-setter. She beat her in that third set tiebreaker. But I don't think it's a changing of the guards. I think it's more of an inclusion of sort of the new school, because I don't think Venus is done quite yet, and I definitely don't think Serena is done just yet. But
Fair enough. Yeah.
I think that Sloane and Madison and those girls have been like right there, like right at the precipice of breaking through. And Sloane she played with no fear. She played free and she played her game, and she just went out there and beat Venus. It was crazy.
That's a feather in the cap for anyone who can go out there.
Well,
and
not
beat
only that,
Venus.
it's a feather in the cap for women's tennis in America because for the first time since 1985, all 4 semifinalists were American.
Exactly, which was pretty freaking amazing.
It is. It is.
Dork boned up on women's tennis.
You know what? Yeah, we've been since
You
we
sure
brought
did.
you on, we have really been paying a bit more attention to women's tennis. Even though we are already paying attention to it, we're more intimate with it now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's a good time. It's very exciting times. I mean, there's a lot of new talent coming in, and the same thing with Madison Keys, because Madison Keys is going to get several titles, believe me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah. She's
her nerves got
Yeah.
the best of her. And Sloane it was really going to come down to whoever handled the moment better, and Sloane was a little bit more mature and was able to handle it, and she played her game.
Yeah.
Indeed. Hey, I'm all for it. I'm really all for it. I love watching the young players like Naomi Osaka show up and show out, and I love seeing folks like
Yes.
Sloane, and it's really good to see these women come out there at those ages, and just kick ass on the big stage. It's very
It's a
encouraging.
major championship.
Because I mean, really, we didn't know what was going to happen when Venus and Serena finally hung it up, and now we kind of have an answer.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Which is, yeah. And I think it has to be really beautiful for them, even though I'm sure Venus was not happy about losing. You know, that family, the Williams family, sacrificed a lot to, be able to get Venus and Serena to the level that they are at. And the sisters and their family have to be able to look back and see what they created and be very, very proud of that.
Right.
It's really amazing.
Right. So, quick interjection though. We
have been drinking Miller Genuine Draft, which is our first quarter shitty beer of the week.
Yeah. So we're gonna do 4 shitty beers, maybe even 5 today, to make up for last week. So MGD, right? It's like Miller High Life, but a little bit. I don't know. Is it better? It's like equal.
It's a little thicker.
It's a little thicker than High Life. So
Yeah.
So not mad. Pretty happy about it.
Tasty.
Tasty. Good game time beer. I would do it.
Definitely a good game time beer if you're at a sports bar kicking back and chucking them down. So we're going to start the second quarter here. Eagles have 2nd and 4 from the 8-yard line. Fakes the handout to Wentz. He's got him. Oh, he juggled it a little bit. Aguilar gets it to 1st and goal. And Nelson Aguilar, it looked like he was going to drop that.
Nelson Aguilar has showed up today.
I know, right?
They put him in a slot, and that's why they got rid of Matthews, was because they liked what he did.
Watch this pass, though.
Brings it in. Shoelace tackle, saves the touchdown.
Well, not only that, it looked like Wentz had overshot him.
Wentz did overshoot him.
Yeah.
But he brought it in.
Like he was going to overthrow him completely.
No, he got under that, though.
So now it's 1st and goal from the 3. Eagles threatening to make it a 2-score game.
Which would be great, by the way.
Yeah, because the Washington Professional Football Team, change your name, we won't give you so much crap.
They can become the Warriors or a variety of other, non-offensive
where's the
Native
ball?
American-themed names.
And it looks like Blunt got it down to the 1.5.
1.5, maybe?
Yeah.
But, and what we missed last week with the show that got jacked, it was Serena had her baby a couple of weeks ago, and it's a baby girl.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations to her family and to the new baby.
And she's planning on being back for the Australian Open.
Which is a hell of a statement to make, but I believe she can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody can do it, she definitely can do it.
Oh yeah. I definitely can do it. Hold on.
Yeah, so it'll be really interesting with Serena back in the mix to see all these new girls there, and then Serena and Venus.
And Wentz throws it away. So 2nd and 3rd goal.
So the ladies of the house, that would be Mrs. Diggler, D1 and D2, are all at the mall because they did not want to be in the house while me and the Dork were in here hooting and hollering and watching this game. So they all at the house. But D3 is still running around here. She's probably watching Paw Patrol downstairs on the computer or some shit, which is cool because we're up here drinking beer and swearing. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, the less exposure to that, the better.
Right. So the reason I mentioned that is I just got a couple calls from D1, and she's asking me what kind of hat I want. I asked them to get me a Kelly Green throwback hat. Touchdown.
Yeah,
And
pending
so they
a
were
flag.
basically asking me about what kind of hat I wanted exactly, and is a snapback acceptable? And I'm just like, you know what, just give me a hat. I don't care.
It's against Washington. The touchdown
Decline,
stands.
touchdown stands.
So-
Eagles up by two. Eagles up by 2 scores now. Holla at your fucking frog. And the thing is, the Washington guy's like, yeah, throw the flag, fuck it, throw that. And he was like, it's on you, dipshit. And he's like, oh yeah, dude's way offsides.
Yep.
Dude's offsides.
But nice little.
Yeah, when Blount sidesteps you know you're fucking up because he's slow as
Yeah.
shit.
And yeah, he's old too.
He's fucking slow. That's like me doing the lateral movement back in the day. That's like you had to like call in and plan that shit out and like 5-6 steps ahead. Did he just shank a fucking extra point?
He
Yup.
shanked the extra point.
Fucking Khalif Sturgis looks like the guy from the B movie.
God.
You know who said that?
If you could see my face right now.
We have a camera. It can see your face.
Hi.
So yeah, he looks like the guy from the B movie. I think his name is Carl. I'm not sure. But
Carl.
D1, D1 made that distinction, and I looked, and I'm like, son of a bitch, he does look like the guy from the B movie. This
I
same
haven't
guy.
seen the B movie, so.
This guy's girlfriend is trying to fuck a bee the entire movie. It's the craziest shit. Like, that's basically what it's a weird movie. The B movie is weird. You gotta see it just so you can understand the memes that come out that relate to the B movie. Like, so, you like jazz? As part of the B movie dialogue. It's fucking weird, dude. I shit you not.
Done here. Just done.
Just done?
Just done. Done.
All right, so I'm gonna bring it back in. Tell me about this. Tell me about the trade that finally went through with the Celtics.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
God it's over. Kyrie is officially a Celtic. He and Gordon Hayward were trading jokes at their introductory press conference. And all it took was a second rounder from Miami to complete the deal, in addition to the first round unprotected Brooklyn pick, Ante Zizic, Jay Crowder, and Isaiah Thomas, whose hip may or may not be as bad as we thought it was.
Cerebral tear, so it's more painful than anything.
And this also frees up the Celtics to package their remaining draft capital in an attempt to lure Anthony Davis to Boston. Because I have to keep that rumor going.
Yes, let's get the rumor going. Anthony Davis to Boston, Anthony Davis to Cleveland. Fuck it, Anthony Davis
It's going to get traded this year.
to Golden State. Let's form Voltron and let's put fucking Anthony Davis in Golden State so no one ever wins again.
Hey, Voltron's cool.
Yeah, Voltron is badass, I saw
you
some
can't
interesting
have the
plans for
drums.
this like Halloween.
Oh!
Shit. Michael Kendricks just destroyed the running back from a standstill. It was absolutely like he helmeted.
They manned up and he destroyed him.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm good with that.
Like-
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he just
Yeah, totally
helmet to
fucked that
chest.
guy up. God damn.
And then lifted him up off the ground and said, "You are not going any further."
You know what that looks like? It looks like a guy trying to get traded. That's what that looks like. It's like a guy trying to increase his trade worth, his trade value. Oh, shit.
Bing. So,
Are we going to try the same play again?
And this time he gains about 3 yards.
Is he hurt? No.
No, he
Nah.
just kind of
Just
slid,
kind of, yeah.
slid and landed flat on his chest.
He did. So, hey, you know what? Can we talk more about this this MGD? Because I got that call from D1 and I had to stop my conversation. So, if you had to compare it, I mean, I think it's closest to High Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would you say it, like, is it
I'd
better,
say, like,
is it better than
MGD
Hams?
would be.
Is it better than Hams? So I'm going to use Hams as our litmus, is
benchmark?
This is our benchmark. Hams is our bench because I fucking
That's
party
the
with
best.
Hams.
That is the best shitty beer we've had.
It is pretty damn good, but this Miller High Life and the MGD have been pretty damn good
I'd
shitty
slot
beers
them-
as well.
I
Because
thought
it's-
Hams in between the two.
I think so. Is this superior to Hams though?
This is slightly superior to Hams.
All right, clink it up. All right, Gianni, I know it's a little early where you're at, but are you imbibing in anything right now?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Kahlua and coffee. I figure,
Wakey,
I can
and
keep it early and keep it chill.
That's one thing I miss about being on the West Coast.
Oh my God, my freaking cornerback just rolled his ankle. It looks fucking terrible right now.
Eh.
It looks bad.
Yeah, but one thing I miss about being on the West Coast is the whole waking up
Oh!
early and seeing.
Oh,
God!
I think my dude broke his shit.
Oh!
Fucking broken. Oh God, that fucking ankle looks
That
disgusting.
The human foot is not the ankle is not meant to bend that
Oh
way.
motherfucker, we just got that guy. Oh, shit!
Who is that?
That's fucking Ronald Darby. We just picked him up from. He's a fucking good cornerback.
From the Bills.
Yeah, from the Bills.
My God.
He stepped on the dude's heel and his ankle looks fucking done. God damn it.
Toast.
Oh, shit. I'm actually glad you can't see that because it's pretty bad. You know?
It was horrifying.
It's not.
Yeah,
Joe
I'm
Theismann's
actually
leg
not
bad,
looking
but
at
it's
it.
fucking bad.
That's like, it's not quite as bad as Joe Theismann breaking his leg on national television.
Willis McGahee's knee.
Yeah.
It's like
Ooh.
that. Yeah. Oh, that was a.
But this is, it's only an ankle. Yeah, it's like
Shit.
It's like that the last time I saw an ankle injury that bad, Sid Justice jumped off the top rope.
See, you have to bring that fucking. That thing was nasty too.
That was horrifying.
That was absolutely horrifying. So, hopefully it's like a high ankle sprain or something. I don't know. It looks broken.
It does.
It looks
Yeah,
broken.
that doesn't look like a sprain. I sprained my ankle and it didn't turn like that.
And it didn't stay because it stayed turned. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
his shit's either dislocated or it's broken.
Turned down for what? The injury cart.
The injury card. They're gonna bring the meat wagon out for that guy. And
Yeah.
hopefully, you know what? They're gonna go right after the hole he left because there's such a huge gap between him.
Oh yeah, Cousins.
And the
is
next
gonna tear
quarterback.
that up.
Oh yeah. That missed field goal was a bit of an omen. Actually, that's not good. So
Yeah.
Missed extra point could be bad for the Eagles.
Week 1 is a whole bunch of injuries.
Oh, it's so bad. So bad. But, whatever. we're just here watching the game, drinking beer, talking shit.
And horrified at what we saw.
That was pretty bad.
That was.
I'm not even gonna lie. That was actually pretty terrible.
Yeah.
God.
I need a moment to recollect.
Yeah, I mean, hey, speaking of which, today's fake sponsor, this show is brought to you by Black Knight Bandages for when it's just a scratch. I figured that would be appropriate right now, considering what we're talking about.
Oh yes, Black Knight bandages.
So yes, put the check in the mail there, Black Knight Bandages. Expect to hear from you soon. Even though you don't exist.
Give us those fake advertising
Give
dollars.
us those fake advertising.
It's like Bitcoin.
Oh, shit. Yeah. It is like Bitcoin. Oh, that fucker's leg looks toast. And it was one of those little things.
Yeah,
like
that's
he was
horrible.
running, and he stepped on the guy's foot a little bit, and everything just went to shit. And I've had that happen a couple times. I never broke anything. But fuck, that looks bad.
Oh, yeah. And there's the cart.
Well, he's not walking off of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I fucking saw that injury.
And that leads us to
I hope his family wasn't watching that.
They got him in the air cast.
Oh man. What is it with this rash of season-ending injuries right at the start of the season?
Well, get him out of the way sooner so you can come back sooner, I guess.
Yeah,
it's just
no.
front loading. That's all they're doing. It's
Yeah,
smart,
no,
if you
like-
think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have a season ending,
Oh. Hey.
7-3 between the Bills and the Jets.
Be each one trying harder than the other to lose.
No, they're actually trying to win. I think it's weird. It's weird.
Wait, but if you win, you screw up your draft positioning.
But one of them has to win. No, they could tie.
They could tie.
They could tie.
They
That's
could
what
tie.
they're going to collude
As
and play for the tie.
Donovan McNabb found out that they could tie.
So instead of 0 and
Fucking
16,
McNabb, that was the dumbest shit. I didn't know you could tie in the NFL. What? Seriously, motherfucker? You've been like he's like a 7-year veteran at this point. Like you didn't know a tie was possible. Like, did you not play to win, or what was going on?
hello.
You play to win the game. You play to win the fucking game.
Oh,
Oh
man.
god damn it, man. McNabb. Thanks for bringing McNabb's dumbass up on that one. That was dumb of him.
To say, yeah.
I was actually
Engage
a
filter,
very
please.
big fan. However, that was not one of his brightest moments.
It was not.
I was just asking if you wanted to.
Right here. Well, let's see. So the Eagles defense. So you just lose. The Eagles lose their number 1 cornerback, and you fucking run the ball.
Wow.
Good job, Washington. It's almost like Shanahan never left.
He took his bad play calling to the West Coast. We'll see that later on.
Well,
today.
first he took it down south, then he took it to the West Coast because really, nothing like taking the most high-powered offense and then totally like shelving it in the Super Bowl for an entire half, leading to the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
NFL playoff history.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, that doesn't happen.
No. You know why it doesn't happen? Because teams run the fucking ball and have a 25-point lead. Mm-hmm. Dumbasses. Fucking. So Drew Magary of Deadspin fame, who I model our Why Your Division Sucks story, parts after, he did his last 2 Why Your Team Sucks, and it was Atlanta and the Patriots. And of all the ones I read, those are the only 2 that made me legitimately angry when I read them. He brought up some salient points, and I was just like, man, fucking never trust Atlanta. Never trust Atlanta to win shit. They will let you, the Braves will let you down, the Hawks will let you down, the fucking Falcons will let you right the fuck down every goddamn time.
Well, at least the what was their hockey team?
The Threshers? Was it the Threshers?
Yeah, the Thrashers. They won't let you down because they moved to Winnipeg.
Something about Atlanta sports teams, they're just terrible.
Well.
Yeah.
But at least unlike their hockey franchises, the other sports teams, they stay in Atlanta to suck. They don't move to Canada to do it.
I mean, well, if you had so much suckers in Atlanta, why would you stay? You're competing against 3 other teams that also suck.
Yeah. I mean, if the alternative is turning on the NASCAR race, why would you bother?
Well, Atlanta is a really, really metro city.
Yeah.
The NASCAR demographic may not have the strongest presence in Atlanta, but around Atlanta, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you drinking, Gianni?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coffee and Kahlua.
Kahlua and coffee.
Shit, I missed out on the phone.
We're going to have to edit that part out.
No, we're not. That's just gonna roll, baby.
All right.
Yeah, I was on the phone. Remember, D1 called me.
That's true.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? As bad as we are right now calling this game, we're still better than Phil Simms.
He's out of a job for Tony Romo.
And well, anything Joe Buck ever does either.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Because
You know, he
Joe
almost
Buck has
died.
a personality.
What?
Joe Buck has a personality of like paste. Like he's like Tim Duncan without the talent.
Wow. Wow.
So should we light up the fire for that one?
That's pretty good. Really good burn right there.
Ugh.
Mm.
Jeffrey.
You know, Joe Buck almost died when he was getting hair plugs put in. What? I'm serious.
You're actually serious right now.
I'm stone cold. Why would I be so specific and say hair plugs?
Seriously.
He fucking almost died, dude.
He almost died.
How did that happen?
I think the anesthesia just fucked it up. But nonetheless, he almost died
Gosh.
getting hair plugs put in.
You've got to be kidding me.
I could not, brother.
That is fun.
That is like of all
That's
the
why
ways
you
you
just
could
go
die.
bald naturally, folks.
Yeah. I'm like, I just feel like Scott Van
Is that
Pelt.
the Aguilar
You know,
you remember?
he made it work for him.
Well, Scott Van Pelt is also awesome, though.
Yeah, Scott Van Pelt's probably one of the few redeeming qualities of ESPN.
He really is.
Yes.
He really is.
Few redeeming qualities.
I think he's the best personality on ESPN.
He's
him,
certainly up there.
Yeah.
There's Jamil Hill who has her moments.
She's very polarizing.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I like Michael Smith.
I like Michael Smith too.
All right, I don't like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
No, nobody likes Stephen A. If they tell you they
No.
like him, they were paid to say it.
No, they tell you that they like Stephen A. Smith.
Oh
Motherfucker.
boy, that's a pick six.
Yeah.
Jernigan.
Ryan Kerrigan.
Yeah, that's right. Timmy Jernigan.
Ball got deflected at the line of scrimmage, and Kerrigan picks it off,
and
takes it back to the house for the
there
first
goes
score.
the Eagles shutout.
Yeah, I mean, such is life.
It was gonna happen.
Well, I mean, such is life, right?
Yeah.
You know that outside linebacker pick off a deflected pass. I mean, he was where he needed to be in the zone, I guess.
Yep.
He's a good player. He's a first rounder.
Yeah, he is. It's just.
Let's see what happens.
So-
Yep, ball gets deflected.
Yeah, right to him.
Yep, Sproles couldn't cut back fast enough to short field.
That's like McGee got it.
McGee got it. Number 92 for Washington got a hold of it and caused the interception. So good for
Yeah.
them, I guess. Fuck that team though.
Well, even if it hadn't been deflected, he had possession on Sproles.
Well, no. Sproles had him on the outside. There's not a linebacker that's going to keep up with Darren Sproles during the pass route. Right? That play was designed for Sproles to get into space. So, yeah. So, all right, let's talk about some standings, dude. All right, remember we went over this last week, and since we didn't use the audio, we're going to go over it a little bit, unless you want to do it during halftime.
Yeah, let's wait.
Yeah. Halftime?
So, yeah, our predictions of who's going to suck and who's not.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off.
All right, so let's talk about the NFC West. So the NFC West, we see that division finishing with Seattle as the champions.
Yep.
And the Niners in the basement, but there was some discussion about the Cardinals maybe taking the division.
There was until Sheldon Richardson was acquired from the Jets in a trade.
Yeah, Sheldon
So
Richardson.
that puts them over the top for me.
Their defense is in Seattle is looking fierce right now.
Yeah.
That front line is not going to be fun to deal with at all. At all. Now Richardson is going to have to prove he's not a locker room cancer and that he was just reacting to how anyone would with being in as a Jet. I mean, I'd probably be an asshole too if I was on the Jets team. What? I mean, fuck, man. Like your team sucks. Like they've sucked for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
About that, especially those guys that are competitive. You know, they get really pissy when they're losing constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
they do.
I get it, but you think we all agree the Niners are going to finish in the basement in that division? They're a few years.
Yeah, they're a mess
the
right
Rams,
now.
Having their defense coached by Wade Phillips.
Yeah, you know we got to believe in Wade with the Rams.
That was an excellent hire on Sean McVay's part.
That was a shitty fire. Like who let him go? Was it Denver? Yeah.
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 Denver or Houston? No, Houston.
Denver.
Yeah.
Denver let him go. That was dumb. Like,
yeah, well, because Vance Joseph wanted to bring in his own staff.
Oh, fucking. You know what, dude? Wade Phillips is a known quantity when it comes to defense. If I could have...
Definitely.
Actually, I think it was just that his contract was up. They didn't fire him.
Well, still, you renew that guy.
Yeah.
Now
you do what it takes to get Wade Phillips under contract.
Now he's, going to make the Rams a solid-ass defense over the next year or two.
And Aaron Donald finally ended his holdout and reported to camp.
Yeah, he just kind of showed up.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to play today, okay? Is that cool, coach?
Are we good? I'm in shape. As he puts down his cheesesteak. I'm good.
Word.
Oh, man.
So then we go on to the AFC West.
Yep. So AFC West was a lot of contention there. And after Thursday's game, we may have to revise this a little bit. But
No.
Look, I had the Raiders finishing as the champs and the Chargers in the basement. But I don't know if I trust Kansas City. Do we trust Kansas City to take that division? Because they look really dangerous Thursday. In Foxborough.
They looked explosive on offense, but you just got to remember they lost the heart and soul of their defense.
But you do have to see how they're going to respond to losing Barry.
Yeah.
Last time he went down, they turned to shit, and they were terrible. And he's a little bit older, so he may not ever return as a player. He may come back as a coach or some kind of consultant. And Andy Reid did ask him to do that, though.
Well, I mean, the good thing about the Chiefs that I really respect about them is they do a good job of keeping things sort of in the family, and they take care a lot of their former players. So I appreciate that. Yeah. And I'm sure that Eric Berry will definitely be part of that crew if he wants to be.
Now, isn't Michael Vick working as a quarterback's coach over there or something to that effect in Kansas City?
He is. He is.
With him not being a really good quarterback, is that prudent? Like,
is that cause for concern?
I don't know that I agree that he wasn't a good quarterback, though.
Well, here's why I say he wasn't a good quarterback, right? No one's saying that he wasn't a good player because he was an outstanding athlete. Dude did have a cannon for an arm. But his speed at which he went through his progressions and his decision making was always a little questionable, right? I remember, early pre-dogfighting Michael Vick, the way you beat him was to make him throw the ball.
Right.
You make him throw the ball, and because he was inaccurate, you get your picks. Mm-hmm. And that's how you do it. Because, he'll throw the ball out the stadium, but, he won't hit, he was not accurate enough.
Holding on the offense.
He wasn't accurate enough, but that team with Shady McCoy and Deshaun Jackson for Philly, that was a good team, and he was throwing the ball a lot there. Deshaun Jackson got a lot of deep balls from him.
He did develop, yes, Andy Reid did develop him after the fact, but I'm not sure that he got to the point to where he should be coaching. Ultimately, we'll see how he does. I wish him all the luck in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I wish him success as a coach. But it's just an interesting hire because he
Yeah.
he had a bit of activity prior to that kind of got him back in the news for the wrong reasons. He made some statements regarding a couple things, Colin Kaepernick's haircut and professionalism and all that shit. And so he really put himself in a bad spot with those words. But he was probably trying to placate the Chiefs to make them, to increase his chances of being hired. I don't agree with that tactic at all.
No, yeah,
I'd understand.
I definitely don't either.
I understand it.
I don't think that you. Yeah, I don't think that you ever throw somebody else under the bus to get your gains. But I think that he was, a little bit gun shy, just trying to, fix his image because it's still, interestingly enough, has not recovered from the dog fighting. And it was just, it's really crazy because it's like Kansas City, it's like they dog fight in Kansas City. It's the country. It's a country sort of tradition.
Right.
So it's like all the people that are claiming to hate him because of the dog fighting, which we know is BS.
Well, it's always been BS.
Yeah. But, that said, it's like, he walked his comments back. His wife and some other people got into his ear because, he knows better. And, I think that I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him to, to get on a good path and have a good rest of his life, whatever, that entails, however he's involved with football.
He's mostly been on a good path since he, came back into the league. But, yeah, he's doing, I think really, I think more of his skill set is interesting because you couldn't coach what Michael Vick was.
No.
You really couldn't.
Right.
You couldn't coach him having that arm. You couldn't coach him being able to move like he did, his elusiveness, his speed. That's not shit you can coach. Now, like you said, if he absorbed a lot of his shit on his stint in Philadelphia, then okay. But you got to remember, he played in Pittsburgh and was subpar.
Yeah.
And who else did he play? The Jets?
Jets.
He was a Jet, and he really didn't stick in those rosters, and it because his ability to move was a huge part of his game. And fucking there's a flag.
Yeah, and Wetz is...
But it's going to go back because the running back cut a receiver that was already blocked.
Yeah. He was already down, so he can't... The incomplete pass doesn't negate the sack.
Was he down?
Yeah, they're saying he was in the grasp.
Let's see, hold on. This right here, right there. Smallwood.
Yeah.
You can't... He's already blocked. You cannot go low on him. That's fucking illegal.
Yeah, but here they're saying he was already in the grasp.
Man, I don't know about that. The block is definitely illegal, but they're calling that a sack. I'm not
I don't
sure.
know if they're even going to. It's probably going to wipe out the sack.
See, that you can't fucking do that.
No, you can't.
You can't. And that's the ref was totally... Look, I'm a Birds fan, but you can't do that shit, Smallwood.
No,
like,
you can't.
You can hit them up top. You can hit them up top, but you cannot cut them when they're already blocked.
Oh, wow. I was looking at the bottom line there. Sorry, yeah, no, the Bears are driving on the Falcons and threatening to tie the game.
Wow.
Right?
Bears, huh?
Like the Browns almost are probably going to take the lead here on the Steelers.
That'll be interesting. So it's 2nd and 23.
It's a new season, baby.
Yep, it's 2nd and 23 for the Eagles right now. So we'll see what the fuck happens with this. This is going to be weird. But whatever.
Let's see.
Whatever.
The Bears.
The Bears, right?
Just scored a touchdown tie game, right, 14 seconds before halftime.
Seriously? Huh?
Proof is in the pudding.
Let's get another shitty beer out here, man.
All right,
second quarter, right?
Yeah, all right.
It's shitty beer time, dude. Let's
push ice.
Let's go for the Mexican specials.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, screen pass. Sproles picks up a big chunk of that yardage.
I can't find it.
They're in the bottom toward the middle.
Toward the middle.
Yeah. They should be the only cans actually at the bottom. You need me to set an expedition for them?
Yeah, well, throw to another sponsor.
All right, this commercial break is brought to you by the fake sponsor of Manistat 9 for all those gentlemen who get yeast infections wearing those skinny jeans.
Oh.
Oh, was that too much? Was that too much? I'm just saying.
Yeah, the skinny jeans were not sexy on anybody. I don't care.
Anybody ever. So the Redskins, I almost said it. The Washington professional football team brings an all-out blitz, and they're able to get to Wentz and take him down on a 3rd and 8. So the Eagles look like they're going to be punting.
I found all the MVPs, damn it.
Yeah, they're at the bottom, dude. So it's second quarter, and we're on our second shitty beer. So the shitty beer we're gonna do is this Cerveza Mexicali beer, original formula, right? 5%. Now, yeah, we drank it last week, so this won't be a blind test. But what makes this beer special and why we decided to try it for it again is this shit expired in April of this year. April 14th, 2017, this beer expired, right? Did you find another one, dude?
I'm still looking.
They're in there. I promise you they're in there.
I got one.
There you go.
The beer expedition.
The beer expedition, right? You got the ice chest up here, the cooler. So, hey. Is it an ice chest or is it a cooler?
Ice chest.
Ice chest.
It's an ice chest, yeah.
Cool. All right. So, let's try this Mexicali beer. Hold on. All right.
Let's see if another week of aging has done it well.
Not bad. It's still not bad.
It's still not bad.
Not bad. It's not skunk because it's in a can.
Yeah.
It's a little sweeter than I thought it was, than it was. It does have a little something on the back end this time around, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got a little sourness, little kick on the back end. But ultimately, this isn't a bad beer. So what I'll say is this. And Kenny, if I'm wrong, let me know. No, I'm taking another sip of this stuff. Hold on. All right. If you're 7 beers into the night and someone hands you one of these, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
You'll be happy. But it shit did expire in April, though.
Yeah, it did.
This shit expired in April.
That's not good.
It's not bad.
It's not. It's not exactly. Yeah.
It's not the worst beer we've had at all.
Yeah, it by far.
No,
it's not Ice House Edge.
God, the Ice House was so bad. Oh, so terrible.
So terrible.
It was bad. Ice House was bad. I don't understand. Like,
But Cerveza Mexicali, okay.
I would drink Cerveza Mexicali beer.
It's the Alex Smith of shitty beers.
Well, Alex Smith prior to Thursday because.
All right, fine. So it's the Sam Bradford of shitty beers.
Right.
Yeah. Because right now Sam Bradford.
I mean, even Sam Bradford has looked good against the Patriots defense once in his life.
Sam Bradford's probably sitting there right now wondering what happened to Alex and when he'll ever get his friend back.
Oh, we got jokes.
Of course we do, man. Shit. I don't have jokes like Josh Norman did on that commercial.
Oh, no, shade.
Holy shit, dude. That was great. That was beautiful, man.
That was a thing of beauty. A
It
work
really
of
was.
art.
It was. He's just sitting there like, what are you talking about? He's over there tweeting, doing memes about how Des Bryant sucks. And it's like, Des Bryant? Really? But he did show him Des Bryant, though. He said Des Bryant was just a guy. He really is the crazy shit. He called him just a guy, which to me is a huge indictment. Oh, shit.
Who's he throwing to?
There's no one there.
That's gotta be grounding.
Grounding, dude. Come on.
Where's the flag?
Nope. Throw the flag. Where's the hanky, refs? Who was in the area?
Yeah, Doug Peterson, be
Dude,
mad.
no, he's saying, what is he doing? This is bullshit. No, he's fucking, like, nowhere near.
There's no one there.
Yeah, the refs just totally blew that call, which is partially why people stopped watching the games.
And Doug Peterson can't challenge this.
Yeah.
No, you can't challenge a non-call.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be great if you could, though?
Yeah.
Games would take forever.
They're already long now.
I mean, could you think, though, if you challenged non-calls, like, you'd have entire staffs in the booth that did nothing but high-speed evaluate every player for infractions. The game would,
They grind to a halt.
yeah, there's no point even playing it.
Because there's holding on every play.
There's, as someone who played, I didn't really hold that much. I had a variety of other terrible things I would do to you other than hold.
I was a leg whipper.
I would punch you. I would throat chop you. I would elbow you across the face. That's one of my favorites right there, though. That's how I picked the blitzes. Was elbow to the face.
I was a rib puncher.
Oh yeah. Cup check. If you're extra special, I do a cup check on you. See if you're wearing your protection because you're an asshole. So I got to check to make sure you're suited up for the game properly. But holding wasn't something I really did a lot of.
Here we go.
Is that Glennon on the outside?
Yeah.
Is that a Bears running back scoring a touchdown? What? I like the unis though, the all blue.
Yeah.
I like it. It's sharp. It's sharp. Looking sharp in Chicago over there.
A surprising move given the sunny nature of today. Back across his body, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, he does.
So, yeah, and the Washington professional football team crosses midfield. Into Philadelphia territory.
Yeah.
And we are not excited.
They brought Malcolm Jenkins on the blitz. Like I said, losing Darby is going to be huge for the Eagles' coverage throughout the year. And when we get an update on his injury, we'll know how long this is going to be. We may have a repeat of last year's defense being extremely susceptible to the big pass because the Eagles' cornerbacks lack speed for the most part, with the exception of Darby.
Yeah.
So
that was seen as a big win for them to get Darby.
Yeah, it was a huge win. So if Darby's out for any significant amount of time,
hey, there's
look
Jordan
for them. Look for the Eagles to hit the trade block and start flipping folks like Kendricks or some of these other players for someone to play cornerback for them.
Yeah.
Because they're still looking for volume there. But I mean, Darby was by far their best player. By far their best cornerback. And until Sidney Jones is recovered from his Achilles injury, which hopefully they don't force him to play before he's ready, because I really don't want to see that young man blow it twice.
Right.
That would be catastrophic. To Achilles injuries used to be something you never came back from.
Nope.
It was.
Well, that's what's taking Barry down for the rest of the year.
Ugh.
Yeah, and possibly the rest of his career. We just don't know yet.
Yeah, but what's up with all these? I don't remember there being this many Achilles injuries. I remember like knees and shoulders.
And ACLs too.
Well, yeah, but the ACL has always been one of those things.
But the
ACLs has always been major.
Up.
They really are.
Yeah, but remember, like Terrell Davis and Jamal Anderson, I think got hurt on the same day, and they were, of course, the premier running backs at their time.
Yeah,
and
they were never the same after that.
No, Jamal Anderson, I don't even think really tried to come back, and Terrell Davis did try to come back, but I mean he wasn't himself at all. He wasn't the dude that was the MVP or had the rushing record or anything like that. Right. But I think it has been something that's been major, especially for the running backs and corners and that sort of thing, because there's so much cutting that has to happen. But once again, I think it's the nature of the game. The Achilles, though, I definitely don't get. It seems rather strange, and especially the kid that just went down a few minutes ago with the ankle. Like football wasn't a game of messing up your ankles; it was more about the knees.
Yeah, it was all about the knees. Oh, it was all about the knees. So, NFC South, real quick. NFC South, Atlanta, yeah.
Oh, who's taking that division?
Atlanta at the top of the division.
If they lose to the Bears today, I'm taking Tampa.
Fair enough. Gianni, where do you want Atlanta taking that division? Gianni, where you at with Atlanta?
What is up with the president?
Yeah.
Oh, Atlanta. I'm sorry. I just, it was like a random Bill commercial. Right. Yeah, I mean, I think Atlanta. They don't seem to have lost any strides. Matty Ice is still Matty Ice. I don't know that. I think that they should definitely be able to get back deep into the playoffs. Whether or not they get to the Super Bowl again remains to be remains to be seen. But I definitely see them winning the division.
Another interesting factor to consider is how Carolina utilizes Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be major.
Has anyone seen the Carolina games? How are they using him?
He's the real deal.
Is he legit?
He's legit.
In the preseason?
Yeah, he's an every down back that can come out of the backfield and catch passes.
We're gonna see how
he could even line up as a wide receiver.
We're gonna see how we're gonna see what happens to him when the games are truly
when the games count.
As in today.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how real he is. I don't deny his realness. I just haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure I'll get a chance to sample it throughout the year.
Oh, I think he's gonna be a stud.
But are we together when we say the Saints gonna finish at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, how can they not? I mean, except for Drew Brees throwing for like a crap load of yards, but other than
I
that,
think he does about 4,500 this year.
Yeah, he normally throws a ton of yards and touchdowns. But
Because
they give
he
up
is
so
their
many.
offense.
I mean,
But also you have Adrian Peterson.
oh, they're playing Minnesota today.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, is it tomorrow? Oh, yeah, it's a doubleheader Monday night, huh?
Yep. Saints, Vikings, and then Chargers, Broncos.
I don't want to watch any of those games.
Well, that's why they put them on Monday night.
It's supposed to be the primetime slot, dude. They're doing it wrong.
They have to have at least one West Coast team for the second half of the doubleheader.
I feel you. Let's see. Up, ball's up.
And that's a
Good,
completion.
good. Oh, good.
Oh,
Running.
wow. Terrible tackling. That's going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, that was Thompson just dodged. He shrugged off a good 6 tackles on that one.
Yeah. The Eagles defense really needs to work on their wrapping up.
You know, they weren't wrapping them up. Yeah, they were just sticking them, but they weren't.
Yeah, they were going for the decleater.
You gotta bring them down, man. You gotta bring them down. That's how you.
Yeah, that's how
play
you
the
give
game.
up red zone touchdowns.
Well, that wasn't even a red zone, was it? Was it outside the 20?
You might be
It was
right.
just on the edge of the red zone.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
It's about like a 21.
Hits Cousins, 1 tackle, two tackle,
Yeah.
and then you have the pile up
swipe,
three tackles.
Yeah.
3 or 4 tackles. This guy totally broke on his way to the end zone.
But yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there. Like,
he
you
was
gotta wrap him up, dude.
He's just throwing his shoulder in.
Yeah,
What are you doing there?
Come on,
no.
man. You're supposed to be a fucking professional.
And the extra point
And now
good.
Washington has the lead because fucking the guy from the B movie missed his extra point. Asshole. So,
Yeah. So 1:17 to go until halftime, and the Foreskins are up by 1.
they are up by 1. Yes, they are a bunch of dicks.
I don't. Did we talk about this? I don't know. Who do we see winning this division?
Oh, we're gonna get to that in a minute.
Oh, this
Okay.
one? Yeah, that was a big point of contention. But for the AFC South, we had the Texans as the champs and the Colts in the basement.
I went Titans.
All right, yeah, Kenny's feeling the Titans on that one.
Yeah.
And it could. I mean, they're playing today, and I don't know. Texas defense is so solid. Titans are coming along just fine. The Titans could push them.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you too much. I'm still.
You're talking about like a 10-6, 9-7 kind of thing.
I'm still saying that I think
Yes.
the Texans made the most improvement with their roster on the offseason.
I mean, it did.
JJ Watt comes back,
Yeah.
so you can have.
Well,
him
I think they also might be an emotional favorite too with the
Yeah.
hurricane and everything, and
But
that's
then again,
that's
I mean,
major.
like, what about next week when Tampa and Miami take the field?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy.
Yeah, because both Tampa and Miami are getting hammered by Irma.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, both they were supposed to play today, and they are on a bye.
Yeah, they're
which
on a
is
bye.
going to make it infinitely harder for them going through the season.
Yeah,
Because you're going to have your week 1 bye, and then you're going to play 16 straight weeks. That's going to be difficult. I mean, I had the Dolphins going 6-10 anyway.
is that what they did to him? They gave him a bye.
They gave them both a bye and rescheduled it for the game for their bye week.
They should have totally moved that game to another city.
I don't think they could have gotten one on short notice.
No, Philadelphia was on the list. They could have played that game in Philly. They could have played that game in Pittsburgh.
I think more than anything, they wanted to make sure they got their families out.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
And
I
they just,
get
they
that.
just
for
yeah,
sure.
the Dolphins decided to move their operations to Los Angeles to prepare for the Chargers next week.
Look, I totally get the whole get your family out thing, but like if the NFL set on playing the game, Pennsylvania had 2 stadiums that were open.
Long ball. Oh, broken up at the last second by the Washington defensive back.
Yeah,
Almost slipped there.
I almost did. Fuller.
Yeah, Fuller
Hey,
got
look, hey, he was on him. He had good coverage on him.
it. Yeah, he did. Aguilar, if Aguilar comes down with this, and I mean he's running for a while.
Yeah, if he comes down with it, but he didn't. Fuller got right in there.
Yeah,
It was
Fuller.
a good play by the defense.
Yeah,
Like,
Fuller misses that. That's a touchdown.
But did he get there early? Is the question.
Maybe a slight,
You think he got there a little early?
maybe like a half a second early, but like
I think so.
indistinguisable.
I think so.
You know, from a real time standpoint. You know.
It's hard. It's boom, boom. The refs are gonna do.
Yeah, they didn't have the view we did, and that's a no gain for Sproles.
Yeah, Kerrigan came off that block by Johnson pretty good.
Kerrigan's having a hell of a first half.
Kerrigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, pick 6, and a couple stops for a loss, maybe a sack in there somewhere.
Might have been early coming off the snap.
Yeah, he definitely timed the snap count.
Beautifully.
He definitely.
He Chester McLaughlin the hell out of that play.
Yeah.
You remember him, right?
I do remember Chester McLaughlin. So, the NFC North, Green Bay, yeah.
Yeah.
that one?
I would have said Green Bay or Minnesota.
I'm still thinking Green Bay, man.
I'm still thinking Green Bay too.
Yeah, I'm leaning. I'm not leaning either way, but I think either one is a solid pick, Green Bay or Minnesota.
I want to go with Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers is the Magic Man.
Wait a minute.
And,
Yes.
Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford is not bad.
The world's okay as quarterback.
He's a high volume, low risk passer. So he's not going to set the world on fire at all.
No.
But he was not going to cost you a game either. So I gotta if their defense, if Minnesota's defense is truly dominant as it looked like it was at times last year, then they can make a push for it. But right now, I think as long as Aaron Rodgers can suit up and play the game, he's got a chance to win any game they put him that he's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a winner. He's a gamer.
He's a gamer.
Yeah. See, actually, I did the playoff predictor. Look at that.
Yeah.
I have them both at 11 and 5.
11-5 with Minnesota on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they're both 4-2 in their division.
Okay. Pittsburgh takes the AFC North. Yeah.
Yes.
Browns finish in the basement. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they'll show great improvement.
I think so. It's
You're looking at, and they're not a 1-win team this year. They're more like a 4 or 5-win team.
They're gonna win multiple games.
Pittsburgh will be flirting with home field advantage, especially after almost a pick there.
Damn. Yeah. I'm gonna do that hit.
Yeah. That that division though, that's Pittsburgh's until otherwise stated.
So, do the Ravens make a play on the division at all? Are they in
No,
position?
too many injuries to overcome.
They are
Yeah.
in bad shape.
I think the Bengals have the better chance of making a play on the Steelers, and that's not saying much.
Yeah,
The
and
Bengals
go ahead.
No, the Bengals are a talented team.
They are,
They just have no fucking discipline. So every time they do something good,
and they just locked up Vontez Burfict long term, so it ain't gonna get any better.
Oh God. Well, I don't know. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's the dumb shit that they do.
2nd and 10, and Wentz gains 5.
Gains 5. All right. So Chicago's gonna finish in the basement. Browns are gonna finish in the basement. Browns are gonna do good. And
The Bears are gonna probably be about a 3-win team.
Bears, they're looking okay right now against the defending second place team.
Yeah, they are. We'll see, highlight clips there.
So NFC East, this one there was no consensus on this one at all.
I am now leaning Cowboys
All right.
because of the Zeke suspension
Yeah.
being lifted. That puts them over the Giants.
See, I can't
I know
go
you
with the
can't.
Cowboys, not because I hate the Cowboys, but believe me, I do. Their defense is suspect. No pass rush. They were
Wait, you got to say it like Paul Pinckney. Suspect.
suspect. No. Listen, they had no pass rush. Their defensive secondary is in shambles still. I can't. They're ending up in a position like the Saints, where their offense is explosive and can do a lot of things.
But they
their
really neglected the defense.
But their defense is just lacking. And until their defense shows up that they can decide games, then I can't say that. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with either my Birds or the Giants for taking this division. I mean, I said I'm a homer, so the Eagles, of course, are the team I want, of the team that I want to see win. But ultimately, I think it could be either one of those teams. I just don't know if the Cowboys and
And
just
that's
because,
like I said, I'm leaning Cowboys.
just because Zeke's suspension is kind of in limbo right now doesn't mean that a few weeks from now that shit won't hit. And if it hits,
he that touched the ground.
and to be honest with you, if Zeke's suspension comes later in the year, that's detrimental to the Cowboys.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like and that's why I was saying, like, if Zeke gets to play the whole year, I'm leaning Cowboys.
If he gets to play the whole year. Which
That's
may
a
not happen.
huge if.
We'll see how quickly the courts process all this stuff for the NFL and Goodell fucking this all up. I like I said earlier in the show, I do believe that he got hosed.
He did get a raw deal.
He got fucked. He got hosed.
Yes.
I'm semi-sympathetic. I'm sympathetic because this could happen to any player, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm not sympathetic because
He's a fucking Cowboy.
it's a fucking Cowboy. So, they deserve all the terrible things that happen to them forever.
Because Cowboy tears are like, what?
They're like sweet, cool lemonade on a hot summer's day.
Yeah.
They are refreshing for my mind, body, and soul.
Wait,
Bring
wait.
me your tears, Cowboys fans.
Wait a minute, though. So, were the tears of Patriots fans just as refreshing on Thursday night?
They were close.
So
They
is this
actually
like- is-
they
it's
were
like-
they were awesome.
They were good for her.
Oh, I'm sure they
So
were.
here's the deal. Here's the deal. I've hated Cowboys and their fans much longer than I've hated the Patriots and their fans.
True.
But the intensity of the hate is getting close.
Well, it's like yellow and pink lemonade almost.
It is. It is. Both are refreshing, but I can, if I can choose one, I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Or is it like lemonade and iced tea?
Yes. Ultimately, I would go with both. Give me the Armored Palmer special. Give me
Hams or MGD.
Hams or MGD. I'm happy either way, right? I'm happy either way.
I'm glad you're happy. You know what? For 1 week, you guys deserve to be happy because we're going to repeat as Super Bowl champs.
See, and that's the kind of shit no one likes.
I know.
Yeah.
Shit no one likes.
I've got a few beers in me. I'm sorry.
Hey, it is what it is.
Even Tony Dungy said that wasn't going to happen.
Dungy.
Well, yeah,
Dungy
that's
said
because
that
Tony
there's
Dungy
no
was
way-
the coach of the Colts for a long time. He's still bitter.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think he's more neutral now. I think he's been out off of the field long enough to be neutral.
No, when you say Tom Brady's the sixth best quarterback of all time,
Of all time. I mean, when
I would have had him at like 3 or 4.
here's the deal, right? When you have the, I understand your beef. I really do on this one.
Yeah.
And saying he's the sixth best quarterback ever to play the game is not a slight.
No,
when
it's
you
not.
look at the changes in the rules to protect quarterbacks like Brady and Manning,
Uh-huh.
you
Yeah.
have to take that into account. Joe Manning, how much more prolific could Rice and Montana have been if you couldn't check him 10 yards down the field? If you couldn't take headshots?
Oh my God.
If you couldn't hit the quarterback in the knees?
Yeah, or to Dan Fouts.
Or Fouts. How much more prolific would Fouts would have been? Fuck.
Well,
I mean,
if you got him out of San Diego. But then again, he would never blossom under Eric Coryell.
well, Eric Coryell was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
But if you change the rules to what they are now and you start putting these old guys into that rule set, it changes. Yeah, go ahead and put it up there. It changes everything. So to say that Brady is the sixth best quarterback is not at all a slight. It's not bad. And of course, all New England homers want to say he's the greatest thing ever. And okay, I understand he's your guy. You want him to be considered.
We
the
all
best.
want touchdown Tommy.
Right, you want him to be the best thing ever. But, there is arguments that other quarterbacks were superior to him given the era they played in
Yeah.
and the talent that they had to compete against. Would I say that Aikman was better than
Wentz
him?
going deep to the end zone. It is not a catch.
Incomplete.
4 seconds before
Good job.
halftime.
Good way to break that up, Alshon Jeffrey, because that looked like you were fucking covered. like,
Yeah,
but
Wentz.
he's supposed to win those 50-50 balls. That's what Jeffrey
Yeah,
was like. his thing.
Alshon. It looked like he almost had it, and then it just like the ground caused the.
Nah, it looked like it was a pick until he hit the ground because he played off.
Oh,
See, look,
okay.
look, look.
Yeah.
And there, so
they
neither
both-
one had it.
That was like a 50-50 right
That-
there.
yeah, look at that. The DB makes the play, and then boom, it comes out. So
yeah. So 50-yarder to
Yeah.
take us to halftime.
let's see what happens here.
Kick is up.
It's up. It
It is
is
down
dead
the
center.
middle and is good.
So this fucker misses an extra point, but he nails a 50-yarder. All right, whatever.
It's the difference.
whatever.
Like,
Whatever.
Eagles are leading going into the locker room.
God damn. Either way, we had the Washington team finishing at the bottom of the division. So listen, all the
Yes.
Washington fans, this is what I need you to understand to make this statement, right? We're not saying that the Washington team will be a terrible, terrible team. No way. I'm watching the game right now, and they're playing about as good as I thought they would.
They're the 4th best team in the NFC.
They're the 4th best team in the NFC East, which is incredibly competitive and has a lot of parity.
And then we go to a division like the AFC East.
Where it's one-sided and has been for a long time, and it's gotten even more one-sided this year.
And even
Yeah.
with, the way the Patriots played on Thursday night.
They're still gonna take that damn division.
Yeah, like, let's face it, that was not the Patriots being a terrible team so much as they just ran into a much better opponent than they thought they
They
had.
ran into a team that prepared a bit better, and Alex Smith showed up, and no one expected it. And had 5-9, 5-yard check down. Alex Smith showed up. The Patriots won that game.
Yeah. Well, and not only that.
I wonder if Alex Smith expected it.
Well, I think up until
Better than Hightower.
Hightower got his leg rolled up on, you're thinking, this was it was a back and forth game.
It was a pretty bad. It was back and forth. I thought the Patriots would take control though.
I thought the Patriots would have won the game until you swap out Dante Hightower for Cassius Marsh, who just came over in a trade from Seattle that week.
Yep.
And that's a very unfortunate position for that young man to have been in, but hey, these things happen. Next man up. That's what we said when Edelman went down. Next man up.
And Amendola's down now.
Amendola, he might miss
You're
enough.
gonna run out of unassuming 6-foot wide guys to sign pretty soon.
Chris Hogan's gonna have to step up.
Yeah, right.
Well, one thing
And
we
then,
know
like,
about
with
New
Austin
England, if
there's
there's
a pick six. Justin Bethel.
Oh, we're watching the high. So it's halftime in this game. And Justin Bethel for the
Arizona
Cardinals just took pick 6 on Matt Stafford.
Didn't we say that was going to happen? Was there a ricochet?
Oh my God! Oh, there should have been. Yeah, it should have totally been a ricochet sound when he picked that off. Because that's
now here's a marquee matchup that could be a playoff preview.
He didn't take him to the ground.
Yeah,
oh my God!
8-yard touchdown.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
He just bowled through.
The lineman came up and helped him. But either way, AFC East, the Jets are finishing at the bottom of that division.
All right, here's the real debate.
By design.
Are the Jets going to win a game this year?
Yes. One.
You think one?
One.
Gianni.
I will give them one.
You'll give them one?
It'll be week 17 or 16.
No, week 17 they play the Patriots.
The Patriots already lost a game. They could give them that game to screw their draft position up.
But if it decides home field advantage, I don't think they do that.
If it decides home field advantage, which it's got to be in that situation.
Yeah, that's something that we'll have to wait and see on that. I personally think the best chance they have to win a game this season is today.
Agreed.
Because they are playing the Bills, and Mega Tankor is out.
The tank battle is
Although
underway.
they do play the Bills again.
The tank battle is underway.
And then not only that, but they do play the Jaguars this season.
Ooh. Well, if Blake Bortles is starting, they always have a chance. Bortles and James. Bortles. So can we just call inexplicable interceptions getting Bortled? Like, he had the one where it hit the back of the guy's foot and bounced up, and the guy intercepted it. Like, how does that fucking happen? Blake Bortles. That's how
Fournette. Oh,
is JJ Watt going in the tunnel? Is he hurt already?
Wow.
Oh,
there's a Bortles.
Shit. No, that wasn't an interception.
Not on Savage. Dante Fowler. It's good to see him on the field finally.
He's got his leg. Is that a fucking exoskeleton on his leg? Holy shit.
Yeah, well, he tore his ACL.
First practice of his rookie year.
Right. And to see him on the field is a good thing.
It is. He's had a couple years of recovery.
So now here's Tyrod. He's throwing a touchdown.
Oh, Tyrod's not concussed anymore. Good.
So the Bills are, it's easy to look good against the New York Jets this season.
It really is. I think
even though the Bills are only up 1.
I think the three of us could probably play against the Jets and win, and we can put Gianni at fullback, and we could run the I
She's
formation.
a beast.
Yeah.
I feel like I can handle it.
I believe you can.
You can split me out wide every now and then.
Yep. We could put Kenny out wide, and I could be under center and the center at the same time. And
because you're big enough for 2 people,
right? And I think we can pull that off. So
Carson. So what are your impressions of Wednesday's first half?
They're not protecting as well as I like to see them. But to be honest with you, the secondary for Washington is a bit improved. Which is good.
Washington's a lot better than I was giving them credit for.
They're better than I gave them credit for. At the same time, though, they're not really protecting Wentz like they need to.
Yeah.
The line is giving up a lot of ground. His reaction to it is good. He's in the pocket. He's confident in his blockers. He's thrown the ball. He's forced a couple passes into receivers that were well covered. He's a gunslinger. And he's trying to identify himself as a gunslinger, right? You can't be the next Brett Favre without throwing interceptions. I'm sorry,
no,
Brett
you
Favre
can't.
threw a ton of interceptions, but
he has the record for most interceptions thrown by any quarterback ever.
He does. He has both the touchdown and the interception record. That's his life.
And the touchdown record is going to go down at some point.
Yeah.
The interception one isn't.
Interception one's going to stand.
Yeah, it is.
Wentz is very much playing like that. He's escaping a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
He's evading the pass rush very, very well. The running game isn't helping him out. The running backs are not being helpful right now. But my bigger concern for the Eagles is the loss of Ronald Darby.
Oh, yeah.
I need to know what's going on with that guy. His ankle looked bad. And
jacked up.
I'm hoping it's something that he can recover from quickly and get back to 100%.
I don't think you can take aspirin.
No, I don't know. It's such a... That was bad. Yeah, if he goes to the Navy doc, they're just going to give him Motrin and tell him to hydrate and change his socks.
There's an old military joke for you.
Yep. So, let's go over the wild card teams since we've already gone through the divisions. All right, for the AFC, we had Kansas City, Tennessee. Wild card teams total. We had Kansas City, Tennessee, Minnesota, and Carolina. Of course, Minnesota's interchangeable with Green Bay. depending on who takes that division.
Carolina and Tampa Bay.
Carolina and Tampa Bay are interchangeable if Atlanta doesn't get their head out their asses.
Houston and Tennessee, we said.
And there's Houston and Tennessee. So, like, three of these divisions are
well, not only that, Oakland and Kansas City, too.
Yeah, well, Kansas City showing up the way they did.
If they continue to take that next leap forward, I think we can put them in as the AFC East champs. But it's how they follow up.
If they run Alex Smith's college offense like they did on Thursday, and it sticks at this level.
And if Kareem Hunt continues to play at the level he showed on Thursday night in his NFL debut.
Dude fumbles on his first carry, comes back and absolutely...
Dude, he could have gone Roberto Aguayo.
He could have, who got cut again because someone kicked him off the fantasy team. But still...
We're never going to stop making jokes on the lesser fortunate, are we?
You know what, Aguayo... I've already spoken about Roberto Aguayo and how I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Right? I do. I feel bad for him. Nonetheless, though, this is your job. Like, you get to do this shit, you know,
this is how you put food on the table.
Yeah, dude. Like, I need you to get the yips out of here. You gotta be better than that. Hopefully he gets his shit straight and comes back.
I hope so, too.
I'd like to see him back in the NFL.
I hope to see him make the kind of rebound that Kareem Hunt made.
Yeah, because Hunt totally could have folded into himself.
He could have. He was. It looked like he was gonna. And then his teammates were like, "You got this," and they showed him the support he needed to go out and carve out the Patriot defense.
Yep.
And he did, and I will totally admit that.
Totally did. Our Super Bowl predictions, however, were New England versus Green Bay.
Yeah.
Which
I still stand by that.
Yeah. I still stand by that too.
I can't be mad at that. That it could very well
even
go
if
that
New
way.
England has to play on Wild Card Weekend.
I don't think New England will play on Wild Card Weekend.
I think they're going to have a bye too.
Who are y'all playing next week?
New Orleans.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
At New Orleans.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, loud environment. Real pressure cooker.
It could be, especially coming off a loss like that.
Yeah, like the pressure to show up and just show that last week was a fluke.
Well, you're down two receivers and a defender right now. You're losing. Like,
well, no, Hightower was just a minor sprain.
All right. How many times did you sprain your ankle?
That's a knee sprain.
How many times did you sprain to anything?
A few times.
It sucks. You know what a sprain
He's got 10 days off.
Yeah.
All right, 10 days is going to be helpful, but a sprain is a partial tear.
Yeah, but by that same token, they may also feel confident enough in their defense, now integrating the new parts that they've had to add since last Thursday, to let Hightower sit this one out.
Remember, you got Adrian Peterson you got to deal with.
You got Drew Brees under center too.
Yeah, whatever portion of Adrian Brees shows up, you still got to deal with.
Yeah, you figure the Patriots offense is going to have a better time of it.
You know what's funny is Adrian Peterson's talking about this game against Minnesota like it's some revenge game, and like he totally forgets how that team supported him no matter what.
Yeah, he's just mad that
they sure did.
I mean, no, seriously, like the guy beat his kids to where he lacerated one of their nutsacks, and they defended him.
Yeah.
He had the charity orgies, and they defended him, and all the other shit he's done. And they've defended this guy, and they've been on his side. And now, because you got old and you're too expensive, they let you go, and all of a sudden you want fucking revenge? Like, are you seriously forgetting all the shit they've done? Or is that just entitlement I'm hearing?
Well, it was the same way with Favre and the Packers.
Well, Favre...
That was a messy divorce, and then in the end they reconciled, and they put they retired his number.
But Favre made that shit messy.
Well, yeah, because he couldn't decide whether he wanted to stay retired or not.
Yeah, but yes. But, dude, like, be graceful. Like, seriously, be graceful.
Yeah.
I get it. You had a couple more years left. You should have told him that, though. Don't keep going like Brett Favre retirement. We have Brett Favre retirement watch on ESPN for how many years? 5 years?
Yeah.
Years.
Well, and not only that, when he actually officially retired in 2008 after, Super Bowl 42. And then, you know what? Hey, guys, maybe not. And, and by that point, the Jets are like, no, Brett, we've moved on. And so you want them to keep holding out on a generational talent like Aaron Rodgers just to placate your ego? No.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the problem when you're part of that small market like Green Bay is.
Yeah, and then he gets traded to the Jets, and he sends inappropriate pictures to Jen Sturger.
It was pictures of his penis.
And you can get away with that in Green Bay, Brett, but not New York City.
You think he was sexting in Green Bay? You think there was some cheese eater sitting there like, it's great. It's Brett Favre's pecker.
Oh, yeah, I got another picture of Brett Favre's pecker, don't you know?
Honey, come look at this.
Honey, come look at this. Isn't this the greatest thing ever?
Oh my God.
I am not ashamed that you got that, sweetheart.
I'm proud. Can we frame that? Can we print off of these phones?
Yeah, we should get him to sign it.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, we're terrible.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. So Deshaun Kaiser is apparently fucking putting on a show in Cleveland. Like
I know.
He's better than I thought he was.
And that's why I was saying, like, 5-11, maybe?
He could win 5. Like, the Cleveland Browns could have a huge turnaround this year.
Oh, yeah, we're not talking playoffs.
No.
Playoffs?
No, hell no.
Playoffs? But
Don't talk about playoffs.
But they won't be the laughing stock so much. They won't be that team that goes in perfect. You know?
They won't be worse than the Jets.
On the Ravens?
Yeah.
17-0
They're blanking Cincinnati
in the third.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So is it prime time? Is that why Andy Dalton sucks, or what's happening here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The Browns are 7 behind the Steelers. Jaguars shutting out the Texans, 19-0. And the Raiders and Titans are in a dogfight.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we only have 2 lopsided games, and, the Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Houston, Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right?
That's weird.
Every other game is within 1 possession.
So with Savage struggling, did we see Deshaun Watson this year?
Yes.
Like today?
I don't know about
Savage.
I don't know. That would be pretty savage.
Because you gotta remember, Jacksonville's defense is solid. It was
especially with Dante Fowler.
It was Bortles who kept fucking things up. So,
and it doesn't look like Bortles, now that he has a solid running option in Leonard Fournette.
Well, has he run the ball yet?
Yeah.
How's he looking today?
All right, so let's get some stats here.
Yeah. I gotta take care of something real quick, but you go ahead and cover the stats.
So far, Leonard Fournette, 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown. Bortles is 7 for 13 with 91 yards.
That's the best you're gonna get from him.
Yeah, where Savage has the exact same completion numbers, but 30 less yards. And there is no running game to speak of. Oh, wow. Not only is he their leading rusher, Leonard Fournette, he's also their leading receiver today.
Really?
3 catches for 24 yards. It's rather interesting.
Ah, well, first game as a pro.
Yeah, so they have 2 field goals, a shank, and 2 touchdowns with a shanked extra point. So it's not
this extra point shankage, man.
I know.
Honestly, look,
it happens a lot more. That's why
I love the rule. I love the rule change because it happens a lot more.
Yeah.
Even though it happened to my team literally like 20, 30 minutes ago.
Yes, it did.
I am for it because it changes the complexion of the game. The extra point is not inconsequential anymore.
Nope.
It's not a gimme.
Yeah.
I like that too.
And it makes it more exciting.
So we go to our third quarter beer?
Not yet. Let me finish this.
You guys still have to finish the second quarter
Let me
beer.
finish the second quarter beer.
All right. Yeah. Alcoholism.
Yeah, we make it entertaining.
That's what we do, I guess. All right, so Wentz under center to start the
Blount
second
backfield
half.
is going to go Blount the left side.
No, they're going to fake the handoff. And they're
Blount
gonna,
picks up. Okay, Brent Sell exciting.
Brent Sell exciting with a first down for a gain of 12.
You know, he went after Norman he went after Norman, right? Like, he literally just, like, Selleck could have tiptoed out of bounds. Instead, he chooses to hit Norman, which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Because he's a giant tight end. He should be hitting quarterbacks as much as he can.
And then he's a smack talker. Josh Norman is like a smack talker Skywalker.
He only if you engage him.
Yeah.
Only if you engage him. Like, so
like
Odell,
OBJ.
OBJ engages him. Like, Alshon Jeffrey ain't saying nothing to him.
Ain't saying.
No, he even said it. Like, I'm not going to fucking talk to that guy. Like, whatever. He knows he talks shit.
Oh, Blunt sheds a tackle, gets back to the line.
He lost his shoe. He did a cutback but realized there was no shoe. And so he fell.
I haven't seen that much emotion out of him since he fumbled in the Super Bowl.
Funny. See, watch. Hold on. Shoe comes off, and he goes to plant, and he slips because he's got no shoe. Look at that. Those are cool socks, though.
They are. They are really indeed.
Cool socks. You know, I want to see these guys wear, like, Batman socks to the game. No, man, I'm all for that kind of stuff, dude.
But then they get fined by Roger.
Right, which is why I think they should be able to do it.
The Ginger Hammer.
The Ginger Hammer of indiscretion. He sucks at, like, all things.
All right, Wentz.
He does suck big time.
He's going to shovel out of bounds.
That was a smart play.
It was. Now, don't force anything.
Why is Jason Peters on the sideline?
Because.
Did I miss something?
Reasons?
Like, he's got his helmet off. Get your big ass back in there.
I don't know why he's on the sideline.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that they had Vitite. That explains a bit. If Jason Peters is hurt, that explains some of the protection issues that the Eagles are having.
Yeah.
All right, so this was a really long episode, and we split it into 2 halves. This is the first half. NFL Week 1, Part 2 is the second half, and it should be up here. You should be able to go to it and just listen. If you're on Mixcloud or YouTube, if you're on SoundCloud, I don't know. All right, hey, join us in the next show. Thanks.